Hey, this is Rodney Stokes, and I want to show you the art of swipe and deploy. So a swipe file, if you're not building it right now, you have to make sure that you begin compiling your swipe file. And what a swipe is pretty much is a template, a design, email copy. It can be screenshots of someone's capture page. Basically, whatever you come across on your day-to-day browsing of the internet that you see someone else using, whether it's a direct competitor or it can be a completely different niche. It really doesn't matter. You want to begin screenshotting and documenting things that you can put in place in your business that you see other people are doing. So let me give you a couple of examples. So as you can see, this is my swipe folder. Okay, so it says all swipes. Now you see I have background music, banner ads, bill me later, let's see, email images, email notifications, Facebook ads. Let me go in the Facebook ads file. Click on desktop and just show you a few different examples. Okay, so let me make this smaller. So if I ever want to run a Facebook ad, and this file used to be a lot bigger, but I narrowed it down. If I ever want to run a Facebook ad, right, and I'm fresh out of ideas for my design or how I want to format it, as far as the title and, what I want the first paragraph to say and look like, I can just simply go inside of my swipe file and see what others before me did to make their ad successful. So like I said, my swipe file used to be a lot bigger. I went through them and I condensed a lot of them, and I narrowed it down to only files that are proven, right? Even though that's a little bit of engagement. So this is an example. So say, for example, if I want to mix a combination of these. So if I want to have a picture that showed, a good side of me, right? If I had a picture of me and my dog, and because I saw that he had good engagement on his, and I wanted to also sell my ebook in the same post, I can have this type of thing right here where it says free ebook arrow. I can have that on the right side. In the background, I can have like a transparent image of me and my dog. I can have an arrow in the bottom right. Maybe I'll have it green. So it's kind of like Legos. So each of these are standalone campaigns on its own, right? But that doesn't mean that you can't take a bit of this piece and stick it on that piece. And if you like that transparent block right there, maybe I'll replace this part with that transparent block. And maybe instead of having myself holding a dog, maybe I'll have myself on stage, right? Getting an award in the top left corner. You see what I mean? So how all of these pieces are interchangeable. You want to make sure that everything that you come across, you're documenting, even at your house when you're receiving quote unquote junk mail where people are promoting and advertising to you. And nowadays they're getting so good to where they'll have an envelope that says urgent or important, open as soon as possible. And that made you open, right? And when you open it, you'll say, oh man, this is junk. But guess what? That urgent, that open now, that's similar to a subject line. So you have to start looking at all of these different pieces as marketing tools. You can grab a shoebox and just start throwing all types of junk mail inside of a shoebox. You can order a whole collection of National Enquirer because they have so many over-the-top headlines that make you stop in the grocery store and open and flip through the pages and start reading. All of these different things apply whether it's online or offline, because the whole thing about marketing is just getting attention. So as you can see, this is the segment for desktops. Maybe I want to do, mobile. Maybe I want to do a mobile ad. So I can format my ad like this. Let's see. Right? I can make sure I have this little block right here with the words. You get what I mean? So you don't have to reinvent the wheel. Only model what works. Just like I showed you in one of the previous videos, where I opt into every single capture page that I come across with the same email address, and that email account has tens of thousands of swipes. So when I say swipe and deploy, you literally have hundreds or thousands of examples to use, and you can quickly implement it inside of your own campaign and your own marketing, your own websites, and you can get something up and running the same day. So let's look through with a couple more. Let's see. Funnel page swipes, my system. Let's see, recommended tools. Let me try to give you one more. unsubscribe page, video tutorial system. Okay, I'll show you some banners. I created a system a couple of years ago. No, not this one. I created a system a couple of years ago called My Infinite Downline. And one of the components inside of the system was I had banners for users to use, people that were on my team for that company. I created banners, and those banners were created literally in hours. And I went to my guy who does graphic design for me, and I said, hey, I need you to make 5 banners, these 5 different sizes. And can you knock it out for me as soon as possible? He said, sure. What do you want them to look like? I literally chose 5 different designs, and I literally just sent it straight over to him, said, okay, I want it to look exactly like this, but I want to have a picture of me in the corner, have a little white outline around me or something. Change this. I don't like this blue with the little text out look. I want to make this, whatever it is. And I want to make this say the name of my system. So this is simply a way for you to speed up the process of whatever you're doing in a nutshell. Okay. You become 10 times more efficient. You can get so much more work done. And here's the thing, when you're hiring, people, when you're outsourcing jobs to different people, the worst thing that you can do, and I'll cover this in the video in the near future, the worst thing that you can do is leave it up to their interpretation and their style and their idea. So the mistake a lot of people do when, they're having a website created or capture page or a banner, they'll say, well, here's the concept. I trust your creative take on it. I never do that. I always pinpoint an example. So I'll say, hey, I love this text. I love the way this text looks. I'll give them the text. I want you to make it look just like this, okay? But I want it to have a button like this, and I want it to have a little banner like this that says that. So I'll give them all different type of example swipes that I just pinpoint little aspects of each one, and I'll tell them exactly overall how to make what I want look the way I want it. All right, so I hope you take away exactly how important swipe files are. So like I said, you're going to be 10 times more efficient by literally just going through your day-to-day routine, browsing the internet. Every time you come across something that you can possibly use in the future for your own marketing needs, make sure you screenshot it, make sure you download it and save it into a swipe file, and you categorize each one of them. Let me just show you one more quick example. By the time you're seeing this, I'm not sure what the YouTube thumbnail is going to be, but I literally just sent over orders to my graphic design guy, and I say, hey, do me a favor, can you make me a YouTube thumbnail for this YouTube series that I'm doing? Overall, I wanted to have this type of look and feel. I wanted to say lessons instead of secret, and I want to be able to edit the text and put whatever background that I would like, right? And I gave him my logo. So I don't know how it's going to come out. I don't know if I am going to use it or, whatever the case may be. But I just did this about an hour ago, and he's working on it right now. So I should get the files back within the next few hours. So this is just a prime example of how fast I move and how efficient I keep things. Because there's nothing worse just being boggled down with ideas and trying to be creative and reinventing the wheel. No, use examples of people who have done a great job before you and model. I didn't say copy. I said model exactly what they did, because if it worked for them, it'll work for you.